G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my Game 5 review of Denver Nuggets v Portland Trailblazers. And this was definitely the game of the playoffs so far. Another game for the ages, another classic between these two clubs. Reminds me of the series they played 2 years ago where that went 7 and I think they had a four overtime game in Portland. This time it was a double overtime game against Portland in Denver. But you always felt like at least one of these games were going to go to overtime, just so happened to be this one. And it not only went to one, it went to 2 overtimes, and Denver managed to scrape it out 147 to 140. But most people are going to remember this game as the Dame game, because he was absolutely on fire. 55 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds, and only 1 turnover. He was 17 of 24 from the field, 12 of 17 from 3. Which I believe is a new record, or he tied the record for most threes made in a playoff game. I think he made the new record because I think Klay Thompson had the previous record, and now it belongs to Dame. And this was killing me to watch, obviously, as a Nuggets fan, watching Lillard knock in 3 after 3, some questionable decisions by Michael Malone and the defenders playing on him. But we got out of it, we got lucky, and we won by 7 points. Still another great game by Jokic, 38, 11, and 9, with 4 blocks actually for Jokic as well. You don't see that every game. But he had just enough help tonight. Michael Porter Jr. finally showed up. Hasn't been showing up the last couple games. He's much better at home normally, which you can see here, 26 and 12, 10 of 13. He actually played the most amount of minutes out of any Denver Nugget, which is crazy when you think about just last year. You wouldn't see that ever. But that's the one thing I'm still worried about. Jokic played 46 minutes and Porter Jr. actually played more. And then when you look at Portland's starters, 3 of them played over 50 minutes. No one from Denver played 50 minutes. So Terry Stotts is absolutely playing his starters more than Michael Malone. And I hope that doesn't come back to bite us, because I feel like he should be playing Jokic and Gordon and Porter more minutes. But yeah, Campazzo just wasn't it tonight. We went with Monte Morris. He played 41 minutes and actually had his career high in playoff points with 28. He was very good. The only bad thing he did was missed the clutch free throw, which allowed Lillard to send the game to overtime, I believe. He was 10 of 11 at the line, so you can't be too critical because that was his only miss at the line. But it was just a poor kind of like second half, because we managed to go up 22 points in the first half, and then we go into the half with only a 3-point lead after leading by 22 early in the quarter. Now that's a massive collapse, especially for it all to happen in just one quarter. It's okay if you just hold the lead and lose it slightly over time, but to lose that massive lead in just one quarter, that's unacceptable. And I believe it was the starters that actually let us down. I believe the bench extended the lead, and then Malone went back to the starters for some reason. He should have just rode the hot bench, but he decided to put his starters back in, and then they just completely fumbled the lead and let Portland back into this game. If this was in Portland, there's no way we would get back into it. You saw what happened in Game 4 where we lost by like 30 or whatever it was, because they weren't going to let us back into the game. And that's what I'm worried about going forward. But yeah, just feel bad. You have to feel bad for Lillard when he puts up a historic performance. This was like on the level of LeBron's 2018 Game 1 Finals performance. I'd only say LeBron's was better because it was Game 1 of the Finals, not a first-round matchup. But Lillard was absolutely insane. Didn't get enough help tonight. McCollum was 7 of 22. Covington made a couple boneheaded plays. I believe he had a couple missed dunks in the overtimes. And then Nurkic fouled out again, inexplicably. He should have just let Gordon go up for the easy dunk, but he decided to contest and foul out with about 5 or 6 minutes left, I believe. He also had 6 turnovers, so maybe it was a good thing he fouled out, because some games he's just not on it at all. And Portland's bench didn't have it tonight either. Melo wasn't very good. Simons wasn't great. But yeah, Denver's bench definitely won the battle. And shout out to Marcus Howard. He came on, I think it was in that second quarter, to give us the massive lead. He came out and hit 3 out of his 4 threes. was looking more confident by the second, so we'll probably be seeing more of him in the future. But with all things considered, I think it's still going to go 7 games, and you would have predicted that before the series started, to be honest. Either way, this series was most likely going to go 7. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll read your comments, and any feedback's appreciated. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.